What's going on, guys? How is everybody's day? It's Tuesday. You know how we do on Tuesdays. Yo, what's going on? What is going on? Rush, how's it going, bro? You doing all right, brother? What is going on? Thank you for coming in, bro. As always. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Rush? I can't even hear myself. This thing's on. Oh no. I don't know. Can you hear me, bro? Can anybody hear me? Give me a mic check, please. ¿Cómo estás del chicloso? What's up, Frederick? Can y'all hear? Hear? We hear you. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Y'all know what the deal is. It is Monday, and you know how we do. Or I'm sorry, it's Tuesday. It's not Monday. I'm big time tripping. So yes, we hear you. Hello, buddy. Loud and clear. What's going on, Daniel? What's up, Fluffy? You coming in loud and clear. Cool. I don't know why. I just can't hear myself. I can't hear you fine. Thank you, Shane. Yo, what's Gucci, bro? What's going on, Mario? Oh, y'all want the dab? But usually I do the dab for the primo. Oh, why am I so zoomed in? This is crazy. What's going on here? Y'all like really looking at me. Jeez. All right. There we go. Snap on the goat. What? What's up, Fluffy? What's going on? Alfred. Let me see. Go through these comments real quick. One. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm here about to. What's going on? Man, can y'all believe this shit, guys? So I have a wireless mouse and I went to use it, man. Apparently, the last time we went live, I left that mug on. Damn, that was my bad. Now I got a different mouse. I'm not used to. Shit. Yep, all in clear. What's going on, CS? Love the channel. Love your enthusiasm in all your videos. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. El Mexicano. Oh, El Mecánico. Yes, sir. I see you. Hey. Click like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Yes, sir. You already know, Carlos. Let's do this. Hit the like. So we're gonna be bringing in somebody else on the channel. Saca la bolsita. What? So we're gonna be bringing in somebody else on the live stream. Uh, one of my buddies out on the West Coast. I told him I'd help him out. Get him on the channel. Y'all know who he is. I just sent him the link, so y'all know who he is. He comes on the in the chat room all the time. Big supporter. He was there before I got shut down. You know, when the channel got growing and stuff. So he's been a big supporter of the channel. He actually has his own channel as well, which I'm trying to persuade him to start doing more on it. So if you're watching, Chris, I sent you the link already. So all you got to do is click on it and then should pop up in here. Milwaukee or Snap-on? Neither. No. I mean Milwaukee's cool. It's good. Um Let me see if I even did it right. There we go. Copied. Resend him the link. Let's see. How we doing this? I don't know. Is it the same? Trying to figure this stuff out. First time bringing somebody onto the channel. Actually, no, it's not the first time. Because I did bring JT on the channel. All right. So Milwaukee or Snap-on? Milwaukee's cool. I don't mess with Snap-on. Yeesh. Hey everyone, how's it going? How's it going with you, Daniel? What's up with TikTok person that need? Oh, I had to delete that one. I had to delete that one. That wasn't a good move. Yeah. Waiting for this. Where Nettle? Where is that? Where you at, bro? Fluffy, what's going on, Chris? DeWalt pimps. Hey, I own DeWalt's. Watching your live on the big screen. Ooh, hey, don't be looking at, dang, you gonna see everything on my face, boy. Snap on all day. No, Vato, no snap on. All right, guys, we're just waiting on Chris to click on in. I don't know what's going on. And I believe he is here. So I am gonna bring him in. I'm going to let him introduce himself. And then we'll get talking some tools, talking what's the difference between the two areas. And yeah, welcome him.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Bro.
I don't know if you guys see me on here, Chris JRS. I'm over on the West Coast. I work for Nissan too. Been doing this for about 10 years, but over here on the West Coast. I'll say I'm in California. So little differences here and there between Texas and California, but mostly same stuff, right?
Oh yeah, transmissions
for the most part. yeah. Safe to say. That's safe to say right there.
So that's our bread and butter. People hate them, but we love them. I'm telling you.
It's nice to see everybody on there. Let me see. Can I?
Here's his link if y'all want to check him out. Like I said, he does have a couple videos up.
Yeah, I need to get my channel going.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you to start posting some stuff.
Yeah. No, this is definitely gonna motivate me to start posting up more videos. I do more DIYs though. Do it yourself. I like to post up videos. Like let's say you've never wrenched, you never held a wrench in your life. I do the best that I can to try and walk people step by step how to do it. Like even if you've never done it ever in your life, I can't be at all places at once. I try to help out my family. I try to help out friends. But the best way I can do is just put my information out there for people, just at least for the basics. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
like I said, used to work at Sears.
It's like we used to work at Sears. So Craftsman tools for automotive. I have a Craftsman tool, but it's actually one that I use all the time. I'm not gonna lie. I know. We have our differences, Mr. Fluffy and I have a lot of Snap-on. I have a lot of Snap-on, and he has a lot of Matco tools. But it just had really to do with the fact that where I was at, there was no Matco dealer. Yeah. And not until right after I left, and I wish I had a Matco dealer because there's some stuff I like from Matco. We never had a Mac dealer. Now I got only Matco and Mac, so trying to warranty my stuff is kind of like
it's hard.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. See. And like I said, it all depends on the relationship with the dealers.
Yep, it does. It really does. My Snap-on guy from the other dealer I was at, he was the best. I still talk to him. And since there's no Snap-on people out here, I told Snap-on, I'm like, look, I know you guys have your thing where it has to be at the dealer, but we got no guy. And either I do business with this guy or I don't. You don't do business with me at all. So
exactly.
They got no choice. So
yep. In Florida, bro, this hurricane is gonna hit us bad. Ew. Y'all don't get nothing like that, right, out there?
Where I'm at, there was I should call it a storm. A storm hit, and it was a storm we needed, to be honest. Yeah. I think it hit all of. It was pretty big. It was pretty big.
Well, I'm glad we're too far inland to be able to get hit by the actual hurricanes. We get all the rest of the. It's nice. It's nice.
I don't think you're safe anywhere in California when it comes to like rain or storms or maybe. I don't really get hurricanes or anything like that, but I think that's more of a Florida thing, right? They live right by the Keys and all that stuff.
Yep.
Matco was my first love. Dude. Black and blue is like my favorite color. I don't know if you can even tell by like my YouTube channel. Like black and blue are my favorite colors. So my big, I wouldn't say too big, but my main toolbox is black, and my rolling cart is blue.
What toolbox
Solid.
do you have?
Snap-on.
Snap-on? Oh
Yeah,
man. Which one?
Snap-on.
Classic? You
The
know, higher
classic,
end? Yeah, the
classic,
classic.
the classic. Yeah.
To be honest, that's the only toolbox I know
It's
from them.
uh, you know what? Uh, over the short few years, I've been starting to get into before I was like, I think you mentioned it on your channel a while back, but I was like, oh, like Harbor Freight are throwaway tools. But now it's like now I'm
Not
like,
anymore.
have you seen the Icon
The
toolboxes?
icon? Yes.
I
There's a
I
guy in the
went
shop with one.
there. It makes my Snap-on look like shit. I'll tell you
Bro,
that much.
I tell you something. When I saw the icon box, I thought Snap-on. All the way.
I feel. I mean, say you could call me wrong. You've had more Matco than I have, but I when I was I got my Snap-on. I was like, you know what? After this, I'm gonna trade it for a Matco. I like the Matco toolbox is so much better, more solid. Um, and then when I saw the icon box, I was like, this reminds me a little bit of Matco. Like, is it
Yeah,
like an older Matco or something, or like I don't know. I'm just guessing, but
maybe.
I
And
liked it because I pulled out the drawer at the Harbor Freight store. I was like,
yeah.
I started jumping in, and I was like, oh shoot, this thing really does hold. I was like, I put my weight in there. I was like,
Yeah.
so
They're
I mean,
strong,
I'm
bro.
thinking about even getting an Icon toolbox. Maybe just switching to Icon because I mean, there's so many Harbor Freight stores that I can go to and stuff and warranty my stuff
Yep,
instead of having to
exactly.
wait. For the tool truck, and then maybe he misses a day or misses or doesn't come at all anymore or something like that.
Or you end up having to take that day off. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta wait another
Yeah,
week.
exactly.
It's tough, but there's its perks, but there's also the downfall.
Yeah,
The
true.
the
Very true.
cons. Hey Fluffy, what do you think about the Titan?
Oh, hombre.
Um we can't say nothing bad about any of the vehicles that we work on. Um do your research on it. That's all I can tell you. Get an opinion for yourself.
I
Are
was
they
gonna
good
buy one.
trucks?
I was gonna buy one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
mean
I was. Yeah.
they ride nice.
Oh yeah.
They're big. They're huge. They're
Yeah.
huge. They're a big truck. Um so yeah, I would do your research. You know this guy? Supra? He's always up in here.
Oh
He
yeah,
used to be
but he
Supra
changed his
Mickey.
name.
Yeah,
He
he's
changed his
changed his
name.
name.
Shoot.
So he got his BMW in his name.
Yeah, I see all the time that he has he's on your channel all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
the
I
time,
seen
bro.
it.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
he's another real big supporter. So what's going
There's
on,
another
Supra?
guy.
I know him as
Another
Supra. I can say.
There's another guy. I think he owns like a mom and pop shop. He knows his stuff. I see him talking on your channel all
Lakes.
the time. Yeah. There you
Lakes.
go. I think that's
Yeah,
his
yeah,
name.
that
Hey,
dude.
this guy too, Matco for the
Yep.
win.
Matco. I'm telling you,
Matco for
bro.
the win.
it's
Yeah. I
it's real
mean,
divided though. It's real divided like teams. Hey, bro. Oh no. Any of these big boxes, it's just a box. You know, we buy these big boxes just for bragging rights, right? What do you think, Chris?
let's see. What did he say? How do you like? Sorry. Hey, bro, is your opinions? How do you like to do? You know what? If I could go back and do it differently, sometimes. At the time, I didn't really need that big old Snap-on toolbox.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't even. It's not even that big, to be honest. And the way I learned from that point on, because my little brother also works for Nissan, and I told him, you know what? This is my rule of thumb. I'm like, fill up if your toolbox is not full, like if you can't fill it to the brim, if it's not, if you're not like hurting for the space, you don't need it. You don't
Yep.
need it.
Yep. I started out in a freaking Harbor Freight box.
It's funny because my rolling toolbox is a unknown brand, but I slapped the Snap-on sticker on there, and the tool guy goes, "Hey, so when are you gonna trade in your Snap-on box?" I was like, I was so cool with him. I even told him the truth. I was like, "To be honest, it's not a Snap-on toolbox." He was like, "What?"
Yeah, I would have kept
What?
rolling with
I was
it.
like, "What?"
I would have kept rolling with it.
Right?
Yeah.
He wasn't gonna give me that much anyways, but still, like, yeah, no.
But Neto, I like it. I don't think it was worth the money. The only reason why I got it was because I traded in a 5S and got some good money back off of it.
Yeah.
If I would have paid full pop, nah, I wouldn't have done it. That's why I got my roller, my hutch, and the box all at the same time. So
No.
I literally paid the cost of the box, but with everything.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I paid
got
for
lucky.
my stuff when I had the 50% off
Ooh.
that from the school discount.
Oh, you went to trade school.
Yeah, yeah. I went to
Nice. Where?
Wild Tech. Wild Tech.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I went to
Hmm.
Wild Tech. Yeah.
Is that only in Wyoming or is that
No, it's well, now I think it's only in Wyoming. But they thank you. I think I saw a couple of people subscribe.
yeah?
So thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I'll start posting up a lot more stuff on there. What were we talking about? I forgot what we were talking about.
Wow tech school.
Oh yeah. So I don't know if you heard. I don't know if a lot of you heard. I I had graduated from WildTech just when there was a scandal going on the West Coast, and they had to close down all of them. I literally graduated 15 days before. 15 days before they closed down.
So
I
did
made
your
it just in time. Just in time. I got my transfer, I got my diploma, I got everything. And then 15 days later, a couple of my buddies that were still there, they're like, hey, they closed it down. And I was like, shut the front door. No, you didn't. And yeah, they closed it down. And I guess they were doing like, I'm not sure. So don't take me for it, but some kind of fraud or something. I don't know what happened. They were being run by a company called CCI or something like that
yeah
on the West Coast.
yeah?
And so I think only from Wyoming and towards the East Coast they're only still open, or only Wild Tech. But I'm not sure.
He said only all the OG mechanics all started with Craftsman box. I guess I'm not an OG. I started with a Harbor Freight, but
I
you know, I started with a cheap box. I worked my way up.
I started with Craftsman tools, but there were I only kept one out of the couple of Craftsman tools that I had. My air ratchet from Craftsman.
Yeah,
I love that thing. I still use it. I have a Ingersoll air ratchet, but I just use. I don't know why I'm just used to my Craftsman one. Walmart tools are the
are
way to
the way to
go.
go.
Go. I'm not sure
That's my
about that
uncle.
one.
So he does
Oh,
his
okay.
own stuff at the house.
They got
Uh,
heart for home stuff. I mean,
yeah,
Walmart's got some pretty good stuff. Like that Heart brand.
yeah. They're trying. They're
Yeah,
trying.
yeah,
You
absolutely.
remember back in the day, Stanley was real big though.
Yeah, I have some Stanleys. Well,
Stanley
mostly
back in
hand
the
tools
day.
like flatheads, Phillips
Yeah.
screwdrivers, and some
True.
of that stuff. I even have some Stanley sockets. Some I have. They're old though, but they still work. They still work.
Yeah. If they work, they work. Shit, my dad still has a bunch of the. God, what brand was Kmart back in the day?
Kmart. I know it was different.
Yeah.
Was it Super Cage? Kmart? Because one that comes to my head was like Circuit City and Best Buy, and then Kmart.
Kmart was like the competitor of Walmart.
Yeah, I forgot what it was called. Dude, making me think about that. So now,
Yeah. I know. I don't remember.
no, I
But
don't remember either.
I remember going and buying tools from there at Walmart with my pops way back in the day, late
Yeah,
'90s. Nowadays, all tools come out the same factories in China. Man, I was talking to a Cornwall rep. Right, we got into the discussion. Oh man, you should come work for Cornwall. Hell no, I ain't trying to jump on no truck. Nope. But yeah, they're all
yeah,
rebranded. They're all
yeah.
rebranded.
I
Some
mean,
of
it
the
was.
tool, some
Yeah,
of the
go
tool
ahead. Sorry.
trucks make their own tools, but a lot of tool trucks he said are just all rebranded tools. Icon all
Icon
day.
all day. Yep, I like Icon.
I can't pay full pop right now. Not for tools.
I mean, they Harbor Freight usually has a lot of coupons. I mean, I go when they have coupons.
Yeah, you're
Icon.
right. You're right.
Yeah. So, I mean, I love that I can just go in there, swipe my credit card, and that's my truck credit right there.
Yeah.
Using my credit card, and I'll just pay it out later. Something if I need something right away, you know, and that's the thing that gets to me. Harbor Freight's always there, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Luckily for me, it's not far from where I work. I got one right next to where I live, and I got one next to where I work.
Damn,
You know,
they're
and then
all over here.
let's say I go do a side job somewhere. There's always going to be a Harbor Freight right next there. If I break a tool on site, I'll be like, oh, let me run to the Harbor Freight real quick and just swap it out. And I love how they don't even give you shit. Oh, sorry, they don't even give you crap about like swapping out your tools or something like that, unless
Yeah.
it's like I guess one of their like electrical ones or something like that. But and then a lot of the stuff they just change it for you right then and there.
I know on the Harbor Freight stuff, like if you used it for commercial use,
Mm-hmm.
back then, like 5, 6, 7 years ago, they didn't want to swap tools out
No.
if they could tell that you were doing it commercially.
Hmm.
Since you do FFM, do I do? I don't know, bro. You got to do your what how do I say it? You got to go with how you feel you want to steer your channel. Um, because what I do for me might not work for you. You know what I mean?
He changed his name to Broke Mexican Wrenching.
Yeah, I like that.
That's how it is.
It's all about hyper tough. Yeah, that's that home stuff from Walmart. You know, I wish I had the money to just go out and buy, these cheaper brands from Walmart. I'm not
You
gonna do Harbor Freight because Harbor Freight stuff is getting up there in price.
I bought. I mean, I have a drill. The what is it called? Hercules. I got drill bits, drill, and like a little. What is it called? The ones where it has like the hex adapter where you kind of like pull it in and you have like little hex adapters in
Yeah,
there.
the hex bits.
But it's an impact, and
Yeah.
a lot of times,
The impact driver.
in fact, I should just bring them here so you guys can see in a bit. But I use them at home first. Then I'm like, okay, or I use them on side jobs first before I take them, to work and stuff. And it's funny that you were mentioning the other day. Oh, they have the vacuums or the evacuators, right? That's
Yeah.
what I did during the pandemic. I got let go for like a month and a half or so, and they were like, "You're gonna come back." It's just we don't know when. I was like, okay, so I just had a bunch. That's when I experimented, man. I was like, all right, let's see what Harbor Freight, and it worked out. I mean, I was scared at first because when you're do it for money, you really contemplate about. You're like, okay, Matco, Snapon, or Harbor Freight, or you're like, okay, So I try whenever I can experiment and stuff. I do, and Harbor Freight's worked out a lot for me lately. Yeah,
I know a trip to Harbor Freight. We'll go during lunch and oh man, we walk out with stuff that we
it's
shouldn't have.
like my wife's trip to Target.
Yeah.
Like,
So I was gonna say this earlier when you said that they shut down that Wyotech that you went to.
mm-hmm.
So Fred said that happened here in the DFW with trade school called ITT Tech. I remember that one. They
I think
closed
it
it
was
down.
same company. I think.
Yeah.
I think I'm not sure. It was those people doing the Everest commercials, like hey,
Oh
were you
yeah.
sitting down here and doing this? I think they owned ITT Technical Institute, and then the Everest they owned. I don't know, but they were called like CCI. I think their main
Yeah.
called like CCI. You know how it is with companies; they have like 3-4 different names, branches, and all that stuff. But I think it
Anybody
was the same.
did they get discredited? Like I remember hearing that if the school shut down while you're enrolled, you don't pay
Mm-hmm.
nothing.
Everybody from the point that it closed 10 years back got a refund.
Damn, did
From
you?
what I know, I got a refund. Yeah, I got a
Wow,
refund.
dude.
So I went to school for
Wow,
free. Yeah, I know.
that
And a lot
is
of people are like,
awesome.
"What?"
Yeah, I should have
And I'm
went
like,
there.
yeah, because they were like, "You." And I still talk to one of the teachers. And he's like, "Dude, you barely made it." He's like, "You barely made it." I was like, "Yeah," and I didn't have to pay. He goes, "Oh man." But good thing is that they went all the way 10 years back. So anybody who went over there was like, oh, was my little sister.
Oh,
Hi,
what's
Celeste.
up? Yeah.
Um,
So you got some family up in here? Oh,
not all two same fact.
they don't all come from the same factory, but a lot of the tools are pretty much the same. I mean, you get a bunch of different companies and compare them. All you got to do is compare them.
It's like that. that scandal that
internals.
was going on with the Daytona floor jack and the
Yeah,
Snap-on one. I think the way it went, again, don't hold me to it because I just, well, from what I remember, was that Snap-on was trying to sue Harbor Freight, saying, "Oh, you guys copy our design," but then it turns out they both got their same design from the same factory in China, and I was just like, "Oh man," I was like,
yeah, that's
that
crazy.
one bit them in the butt. I was like,
$400 versus 130.
"Dude, that Daytona is like."
I have that one.
You have that one?
I have
It's a
that one.
beast. At the
Yeah.
time, I couldn't afford it though, so I got the Still, it's pretty good. The Pittsburgh one, the one that came out, those red ones, it
Yeah.
was the low profile 3-ton jack.
Yeah.
I've been using it for a couple of years now. It's working pretty good. When it first came out, I think it
I
came
bought
out like a year or two ago.
that one for the house, and then I bought
Mm-hmm.
the Daytona in the green to match the
Mm-hmm.
toolbox at work.
Yeah,
So that's when I started going crazy with green.
yeah. One of the guys had it. I'm like, man, I should have got that one, but at the time I couldn't afford it. But I went for second best one, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But I mean, it works pretty good. That Daytona, I mean, that thing's a beast though. That the one that we're talking, what is it? It's a 3-ton one, but like, I don't know. It's the same one that
It's
Snap
longer.
on to.
It's
Yeah.
longer, and then
Yeah.
of course, quick pump, dual piston.
When you see it in person, you're like, oh shit, this thing's like it'll hold up like some good stuff. Yeah.
The Icon line from Harbor Freight is really good. I bought a set for the house, and they really surprised me. I wish so. Me and the guys at work, talking, and how crazy would it be for Icon or Harbor Freight itself to just set up trucks and just go around?
That'd be crazy. But then,
You know,
don't you think the price would go up?
a little bit,
Probably.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean they got
Or
to
a
pay
whole
for
lot,
it.
especially with gas prices right now.
Well, what people don't realize is
Mhm.
the prices on the tool trucks. So, some places, like on say you get the same tool from Amazon, you're gonna get what, a year warranty
Yeah.
for hand tools. Well, on the truck, you're looking at lifetime warranty. So they gotta double the price just to be able to do warranties,
Yeah, that's true.
ship outs, and stuff like that. I mean, like I said, pros and cons of doing tool truck versus going and buying stuff elsewhere. And if you buy it online, then you gotta wait. I ain't trying to wait. If I That's the thing with me too. If I have to wait on a tool, I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah.
I have to
True.
have it right there. If it's right there, oh dude, just add it on my account. It'll
Yeah.
be here next week. I'll think about it. That's how I'm set up. I've been noticing Matco has a lot of. So I heard Matco rebrands all their tools, all of their tools.
I think so. But I mean, so does Snap-on. I mean,
Yeah,
their compression testers, their leak down testers are from a company called, starts with an F. I'll get back to you on that one. But like it's from and it's called, I forgot what it was called, but it starts with an F. And one of the guys at work bought both of them, and I'm like, dude, other than like the rebranding on it, it feels and looks exactly like a fucking Snap-on, compression tester and a leak down tester.
they all
Yeah.
look the same. Even the
Yeah.
Harbor Freight one looks like my Matco.
Does it?
Not the Pittsburgh one.
Because
The other one.
I was
the
gonna
higher
get I think the OTC is the one that makes the one for
They
Harbor Freight.
all look the same, bro.
They're like the same.
All look the same, bro.
Yeah, yeah. The Harbor,
the-
yeah.
Barry said the IPDM system test works on the brand new Frontier. I'll have to try that out.
The wait. The
Key
one,
on 10
yeah,
push
no,
it.
yeah, I know the one
key on
without the you know what? You're
Yeah.
saying, hold on, are you talking about the one without hooking it up to our? I don't know. Are we allowed to say what it's called? The scanner,
Okay.
or are you talking about doing it with only the car?
Dude,
Because
if it works.
when we were told about it, they said that was going away.
Mhm.
So that's interesting
That is very interesting.
because I use that for a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
Compressor tests, fans.
For you use that to test the clutch.
Yeah.
That's easiest way to test from the IPDM and on. You look at you can cross out a whole part of the wiring diagram just by doing that. And so I love that Nissan does that. I might actually I might do a DIY on how to do that, because on my YouTube channel, how to do I won't say what it's called yet, but yeah. Surprising. So is he a Nissan tech as well?
Yeah, he's another
okay.
Nissan
All
tech.
right.
They have great impact sockets. A lot used and great price. Which one? We're talking Harbor Freight still?
Think so.
Harbor Freight axle sockets came in clutch.
Yes.
Axle sockets, I wish I wouldn't have paid the $200-300 I did for the Matco.
I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I did it. I still have them.
Axle nuts are not on that tight. They're not. Yeah. You're not talking 300-400 foot-pounds. You're talking 150 maybe. You're not on there tight, especially the Sentras. Come on now.
No, yeah.
The Sentras.
Yeah, no.
The clicking. Yeah.
No. I mean, even the I've taken the ones off the Titan. I think I was doing hub bearing and wheel bearing. They're not that tight. I mean, with our impacts, it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that tight.
But I got a 1/4-inch Icon Deeps, Icon anti-slip wrenches, and Icon jumbo wrenches. I'm thinking about going to get those.
I've even thought about just setting up my toolbox here at home with Icon. What's going on, wrenching? This guy wrenching has a channel himself too.
Nice. I'll probably go back and subscribe to most of the. I love every tool I have. Honestly,
I can't agree with that. There's some tools.
Hey,
why the hell
they all
make
me money, bro. They all make me money.
I don't know if y'all saw me talking about wanting to raffle off my chassis ears, right?
Oh yeah.
$500 chassis ear.
Was it wireless?
Yes.
Wireless, yeah.
Bluetooth to hook up to your phone, hook up to your computer. Got it working. I've never connected it to a vehicle.
You've never? Do you guys have one at your shop?
Pieces.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But I've never used them, bro. Never needed to. I've always found the issue without them.
Yeah, I had a noise concern today, and not today, for a few days, but I never really use the chassis ears. Really, I only use them when there's needs to be some kind of documented confirmation for it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's too long to set up.
Yeah,
and then it could be misleading also.
Yes.
But
no, yeah.
I looked into the legalities of doing a raffle like that. Consider it gambling here.
Really?
Yeah.
It's considered gambling.
It's considered gambling because somebody's paying a price for a chance to win. They're gambling the chances. So how people get away with it on YouTube? Yeah, how people get away with it on YouTube? You buy merchandise, and that gets you a free entry. So many free entries into a raffle. So it's a giveaway, not a raffle. So I was like, well, I had to shut that down real quick. Shit. Can I get a whole yeah from both of y'all?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I always bought name brand air tools from where semi-trailer work. Well, I mean, shit, I would too. Working on big rigs.
When he says Rand Air, does he mean Ingersoll Rand?
Brand. I guess.
Brand. Okay.
Brand air tools.
Brand air tools.
I would too, because working on big rigs, it ain't
no. Yeah.
That's crazy work.
My hat off to you, bro, for working on semi trucks.
There you go. The Daytona low profile floor jack. Man, I've had mine for like 2 years. 2 years, I think. Or maybe a year. No, it's been a year. I love it. I ain't gotta go look for the shop's floor jack, man. Oh.
Yeah, I have my own floor. Yeah.
Even like the radio updates. You know how we got to use the USB sticks?
The USB. Oh yeah, yes.
Dude, I made my own.
You buy your own. I read that they have to be as long as they're from, what's that brand called?
SanDisk.
There you go. As long as they're SanDisk.
Bro, I bought like 30 of them off Amazon.
I think I might do that.
Yeah, and I just went into ASS.
I mean, it says right there, can buy a
Yeah,
certain one and then put it on there and then do it.
I'm not going in searching for those sticks, and then people would
Yeah.
stick them in the charge port and mess them up.
Yep. Yeah. Unfortunately.
So if I could buy my own stuff, I'm buying my own stuff. I tried buying my own CVT rebuild kit,
Good
but
luck.
they didn't let me.
I tried to buy the red and blue plate. I asked if I could buy it,
Yeah,
and I got as far as like I didn't get far at all, to be honest.
you gotta jump through hoops. You gotta jump through
No,
hoops.
I mean, there's a way. But I probably won't say how, but there's probably a way. But I wish I could, to be honest. I mean, if we're still working for Nissan, I think we should be able to. You know,
Yeah,
it would be a
definitely.
different story if we didn't work for Nissan, but we're trying to be more efficient and we're trying to
Exactly.
put the money in ourselves, and they don't want it. But
I mean, we could being efficient, being faster, not having to wait on other people.
yeah,
We got guys in the shop buying their own trans jacks. How crazy is that, bro?
I have my own pole jack,
Spending the money.
spin jack, or whatever you call it, pole
Yeah,
jack.
screw jack.
Yeah, and they call it pole jack over here. I don't know.
Yeah,
The way I
same
would
thing.
Yeah.
Pole jack, fucking screw jack, whatever.
It holds it up.
Yeah, it
It
holds
holds
it up.
it up.
You know, because we had two in the shop. We were all using the same. Then Matco and Cornwell came out with a flyer like 5-6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They had them for $100, and we jumped on those.
I bought mine for $70.
Shit. For all new mechanics, I always recommend them to start off with Harbor Freight and work their way up. That's the most affordable
Yeah,
way.
I
That is
agree.
very.
Definitely
I said
agree.
that in the live the other day.
Yeah, and it's funny that he says that because you get a lot of people that come through, start off as lube techs, and they go to the Snap-on truck and they're like, oh, they buy a bunch of stuff, and then sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it's not for them. It's not for
Yeah,
everybody, and they're stuck with. I mean, they're not stuck with them. Of course, they're gonna use them, but they're not gonna be using them every day. They're not gonna
yeah,
be using them all the time. So Harbor Freight would have worked just fine for them, and then they can, of course, upgrade, like he said. Start from Harbor Freight, move your way up to your preference, Matco,
yeah.
Mac, Cornwell,
See,
Snap-on.
did
But
you start off in Lubrac in the
yes, I
express
did.
area?
Yeah, I did. Of course, of
So
course.
I tell I'm one of the main mentors at our
Mm-hmm.
dealership. It's me and another guy. We're the only two.
Okay, gotcha.
So they like to come to me a lot and ask, what should I get? What should I get? I want to be under you, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basics, wrenches, those mountain wrenches, the double flex head, must
I can't
have,
work without those. Can't work without those.
must have, bro.
I can't. I literally can't
Swivels,
work with them.
the
Yes.
expert swivels,
Mm-hmm.
the expert swivels, deep and shallow.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, all my sockets are expert. Those are the cheapest sockets you can get off of Mac, off of
Yeah.
all the trucks actually. The ADV from Matco, expensive, $300.
Yeah.
The expert, you're looking less than $200 for standard size and deep, whether
Yeah.
you're going metric or SAE. But yeah, broke Mexican wrenching. Yeah, okay, so you're the one that was talking about the Icon tow truck, but we started talking about that at work too. But yeah, what's another must have? I did a video about a freaking pocket screwdriver. Those free
Oh
pocket
yeah,
screwdrivers.
Dude,
Oh, dude.
I lose mine all the time and I get pissed off. I lost another one. I lost another, and I need to put like a little cover over the magnet
Yeah.
because when I
It
get
gets
out of
stuck
cars,
somewhere.
I get out of the car, it gets stuck on there, and
Ugh.
I'm like I'm in the you're in the zone. You're not gonna be
Yep.
checking your pocket all the time until you need it. You don't look down when you need it. You just grab it, and you're like son of a.
Yep. Where did I
And you're
last
like,
have it?
no,
Where did
I just
last
know
have it?
already. I'm like, it's gone. It's
Yep.
gone.
Dude, I
It's
lost.
gone.
Okay, so I've had one. I went live earlier, right? I was trying my GoPro out.
Yeah.
I saw online mechanic tips go live on his GoPro, and I was like, dude, how'd you do that? And he messaged me back. So I tried it, and the audio was off after I freaking realized. I went back and watched it. The audio was like a second difference.
Hmm.
Dude, what the hell? Then I'm about to finish up a job. I'm like, where's my freaking pocket screwdriver? I've had that pocket screwdriver for 3 years, bro. Somehow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I freaking lost it.
I go through pens and pocket screwdrivers like crazy.
Well, I'm like, my cousin's all like, you left it on that Pathfinder. Okay. I go back, I watch it. Yep, you just see me set it down and I forget about it. I ran up to the front and the Pathfinder was still there. I look in the cow. Ooh, it's right there. Dude, I was so happy. Even though I got like 3 other ones, that's my main one.
I think leaving tools inside cars is probably one of the biggest hurts ever. Man.
Flashlights on the
flashlights. Believe it or not, I left a pry bar. A Snap-on pry bar inside of the Sentra.
I've left those on the subframe.
But they take off.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I took off, and then they called the customer, and they're like, "No," and I was like,
"Oh, you know what's the worst one? You know what's
the
worst one?
Yeah.
So I have my own C3, right? Yeah, I have my own C3.
Okay.
The immobilizer card. I left it in a customer's car, and they lived.
No.
They claimed they didn't.
No. Did they let you get it back?
No, they claimed they cleaned out their car conveniently, and it wasn't in there. I'm like, bullshit.
I bet.
I know it was in there.
I
got
bet.
my own toolbox, but I work for state now, so they provide it. Man, dude, could you imagine how nice it would be if they provided everything for us? But I can see why they don't.
Well, I mean, if they don't, then it'd be different. We'd be getting paid different.
We'd be getting paid differently. We'd be held accountable for all the tools.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know that. I like the way that it is. I see this guy on your channel all the time too.
Yeah, that's actually a coworker.
Oh, nice. What's
going on, Juicy? Big Dog Punisher. What you gonna do? This guy's always coming up with stuff.
You think?
What the hell, bro? Come on, my girl gonna be tripping on that one.
Yeah, seriously.
I run a food restaurant, but when I see a tool truck at a repair shop, hey, why not? Why not?
Food restaurant, but when I see tool truck and repairs, I hit them. Oh, okay, yeah, hell yeah,
I would. I love tools. I shouldn't, but I do. What's going on, Mike? In the world of automotive talk, always, man. I swear, tools is probably the number one thing that we can talk. Tools and food.
Yeah,
it's Harbor Freight.
Yep.
Them Centras always need to be torqued again. God, freaking hated those. When they started becoming an issue, I'm like, you just put it in reverse, put it in drive. Yep, it's the axles. Just retorque them. I ain't even gonna charge the customer for that.
Are you talking about
the axle nuts?
Yeah, I know the axle nuts, but I'll say it, axle clicking.
Yes, axle clicking.
Axle clicking. Yeah.
If it's under warranty,
I do it whenever I do a trans. I take care of it. I take care of it for them.
What,
anything I could take care of for them, it's not gonna cost too much trouble. I always do it. Grease this up, torque that down. If I see, I'm like, all right, you know.
And every freaking axle that I pull out is getting greased up. The splines are getting.
Of course, you don't want them coming. And the reason being is you don't want them coming back. You know, having to be like, you know, it's a noise concern. You have to come back and do, you know what I mean? Anything to have them not have to come back to not that I don't want them to come back. It's just, I don't want them to come back for a bad reason. I want them to come back because they need like just an oil change or service, but not because they're like, oh, you know, things broken down. So yeah, of course I grease them up all the time.
Yep. Axle nut torque is, I didn't even know the torque. I just run them in. Brrr, done. Snug.
How many takas is that?
I think like 4.
3, 4 takas.
Hey, using a Matco or using Snapon? If it's Snapon, it's gonna be about 10.
What's up, Jexter?
What's going on, Jex? You're gonna use about 10 Ugga on the fucking Snapon and 2 Ugga with Matco.
Yeah, you don't want to hear too many Ugga. That means somebody's trying to. That means somebody made a oopsie.
Yeah.
Too many agatories when you hear
Matco, my line of choice. Matco is. I think Matco should be the only one around.
Exploring with Fluffy. Oh, okay. Hello.
He has his own channel. He does like ghost hunting and shit. It's cool.
Oh, I was saying
I saw
exploring with Fluffy. I'm like, you exploring with you?
I
Right,
saw a
cool.
couple of his videos and I'm like, bro, I can't do this. Yeah, I like his channel. I can't watch scary stuff.
I'm
Like,
trying
even
like
though
and
I'm
subscribe to
older.
everybody's channel here.
Yeah, I think tomorrow. I don't know when these go live, like because they have to process after the live ends. I
Oh,
think
okay.
like it takes a few hours and then you'll be able to rewatch it. Hope
Oh, really?
everyone is
Okay.
doing well. Yeah.
Okay.
What's it called? Yeah, I can't do scary stuff. It's cool though. It's cool the stuff he does.
Nice. My wife's a chicken.
Yeah,
She doesn't like to.
that's me, bro. Matco pry bars are mayhem dominated. What pry bars you got?
Wait, you asking me?
Yeah.
Or oh, okay. So I have Snap-on pry bars, but it's funny because I have a story about a Matco pry bar that happened today. Well, it didn't happen today, but we were talking about it today. So he just got his new the guy that works next to me, he got his new Matco pry bars, and they've been sitting there just for I don't know for like a month or so. He hasn't really needed to use them except for that really big one. So he took out the I guess you call second biggest one that was in there, and when he took it out, he's like, Chris, is this thing like going that way? I was like, is it the super long one? And he's like, no, it's the one that's not that long, about this long. I'm like, all right, let me see. And I'm like, did you run over it with the truck? It was like warped going that way.
Yeah.
I was like, do you hang it to the left or to the right? Like, that's what it looked like. And I was like, dude, what the heck? I was like, you think it was the heat? And I was like, no. I was like, but I don't know what it was, but he just got it some brand new ones, and they were like warped. They were, and so figured this is the part that that you pry with. It was like
yeah,
doing that.
Not even where you would pry it. It was
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was just
that's
warped
crazy.
in this direction. I was like, what the heck?
Dude, I'm all about Mac tools. I love Mac tools. Tries new shit. There's new metal through screwdrivers, interchangeable bits. Really, I didn't even know that. Yeah,
Mac does a pretty good toolbox
too.
too.
They do. Yep.
Yeah,
best service manager in here. Yeah, Express service manager. Yeah, this guy used to work with me too.
Like Munoz. Okay.
He would send me all his Express sets.
Nice.
Go work with Fluff. Oh, damn. All right. Hi, Fluffy Mechanic. I love your tip video or car, how it works. Great job, man. Stay what?
Whoa.
Oh, stay cool. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Frank. Yeah, thanks for clarifying that, man.
Hey, talking to two mechanics, be careful not to get roasted here.
Oh man.
But you know what?
If we were to act the way we act in the shop, oh my god.
I have to tell some of the new guys, I'm like, look, if we're joking around with this because we like you, bro.
Yep.
I'm like, if you see us all quiet, we're not exactly. If we're, I mean, I call it shooting the shit. Like we joke around with you, we're doing that. So it's good. Like you, that's it. Man, I got a brand name USB that I use. It's cheap USB and it works like any other USB.
Mine are no brand name either. They're just regular Amazon.
Talking about like USB cables.
Oh, the USB sticks.
Oh.
I think they just have to be 8 gig or 32 gigs, something like that.
I got Nissan ones.
Okay, so my advanced electrical class.
Oh yeah,
I went to it, right? And they give you a USB for the.
I got that one for the advanced electrical.
Yeah, I came back, mine didn't work.
No, so you lost all your.
I lost all my. Yep.
I got mine.
You want me?
I can.
It's cool. It's cool, bro.
You sure? I mean, yeah, it's a good class. It's a good class.
I know.
Yeah.
It's all up here.
That's true. It stands for you needs more money. Needs more money. Yeah.
Best cheap tool chest. I'm gonna have to say Harbor Freight. Yeah, the
Freight.
U.S. General.
The
Um,
years, those rolling carts, the
yes,
rolling ones.
I'm actually looking at buying one for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Even because y'all seen my roller, it's huge.
Oh,
And
that
only two of the casters swivel, so it's like pushing a freaking full size toolboxes around. I have most everything I need in that box, so it's not very mobile.
yeah, mine's an off brand, but as soon as that thing stops working, I'm going straight to Harbor Freight. Have you seen
Yep.
that flat gray one, that matte gray one that they have now?
Yes. Yes.
I was like, man, I like black and blue, but like that thing looks so nice. It
Yep.
looks real nice.
They used to have like generic colors: white, black, regular gray.
Ooh, good thing he brought this up. A
Yes.
must have is a good flash. You know what? I have my flashlight, and it's a good flashlight. I've had it for 2 years already. When my other one took a dump,
Yeah.
it's from Harbor Freight. It's it's a Braun, and what it is, it's a three. It turns into three things. It turns into a flashlight. It turns into a I guess you can call it like a light bar, like about I don't know, like
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you
light
mean.
bar, and it has like the gooseneck.
Yeah.
And I was like, at first, the one that I thought I was gonna use was like the gooseneck, because it was like, I'm like, am I gonna use that? But and it has magnets all over the place, so you could put it here, put it. I'm like, dude, best flashlight I ever bought, and it's still working. I've had it for like 2 years, or going on 2.5 years. It works perfect.
That's crazy. I never thought, because Streamlight rolls.
Dude, that's all I
They
ever
have
had.
yeah.
And like I said, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot. I still had the Streamlight, but then I started using this one. I'm like, dude, this one has a magnet on it, has all this, and it came with a 2-year warranty, like if it breaks or anything like that. So
Yeah.
I was like,
It's not bad.
sure, 2 years, and I bought it for with tax and everything, with the 2-year warranty, with a coupon. I bought it for like $50.
Damn.
50, and it's rechargeable. You just recharge it with a regular USB, micro USB, plug it in, lights red, turns green when it's done charging, and I charge it maybe twice a week, maybe.
I don't even know
It's
how
pretty
often
good.
I charge my Streamlight.
And you can open up. It's got the rechargeable battery. You can replace those batteries. I still have the original one. It works
Crazy,
fine.
bro.
Yeah, it's really good.
Also, I tell the new guys when they go on road calls for broke down vehicles to take some Harbor Freight tools instead of the more expensive brand in case. Oh yeah, definitely. You're gonna set it in the grass and you're not gonna find it.
Yep.
I have Harbor Freight impact sockets. They're good. I still use some of mine.
Yeah.
Dude, hold on.
They don't break.
You remember? Yeah, you're right. So when I first got in, I told my dad, I straight out of college, hey Pop, I need some 1/2 inch sockets. He bought me the Pittsburgh 1/2 inch deep. Each set was like $28, $30. Cheap. And it had 19 through 29 or something like that.
Yeah, man. It's starting out or just at home.
I'm lying. It was 10. It was 10 through 24.
Still,
10 mil to 24 on a 1/2 inch.
How much would that run you at Matco, Snapon, Mac?
Oh, dude, $400.
How much? If you're at home, or if you're just starting out, I have 2 sets of wrenches, key wrenches, the ones open end, close end, the classic one. I have Snap-on and I have Pittsburgh. And believe it or not, I find myself using the Pittsburgh one because I'm just like, I don't like, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go there. Like I don't want to lose it. And I find they work just fine. I mean, it's sometimes just in your head, but yeah, I use them all the time at work too. I use my Harbor Freight stuff at work, the Pittsburgh stuff. I haven't broken
my
on me.
expensive stuff, I try not to use as much.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to break it. I don't want to
like,
get it dirty.
That's why I'm like, I need a 19. Harbor Freight, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't slip, doesn't do. It works. It's funny because I was pressing in that bearing finally came in, and I was like, I need something thin. I was like, but like this much. I was like, just to get it started on the press.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my Harbor Freight wrench. I put it in.
Oh yeah, dude, I've done that. I've done that.
I see it just kind of bowed just a little bit, And I was like, okay, come on, just to get it started. Went out. I inspected it after. I was like, went back into place. I was like, all right, cool.
The Versa front wheel bearings.
How did you know it was a Versa?
Because those are the only ones we need to press.
Yeah, that's no. Well, the kicks are the second one that you need to press in.
That's the freaking Versa on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. If you remember how I said I bought Harbor Freight half inch with my job, most of the tools. Do y'all have a limit to how much y'all can buy through the company? It's funny that we're talking tools and I have a Mac hat on instead of my normal Mexican.
Al Ramos, what's up, Al Ramos?
He's one that's always in here too from Dallas.
I see a lot of new people.
It's pretty much always the same people, but man, we all get down, we all talk.
Yeah, that's why I love going to your live. I mean, everybody cool. Everybody answered like a lot of good questions.
Yep. This is something I should have done. Because you came to the channel before I got in trouble.
Yeah.
Right. So I should have been doing these lives while I was.
Your channel grew pretty quick, to be honest.
Yes, it did.
I was like,
when did you catch?
I saw it. And I was like, I think you were like
1,000 maybe
1,000 subscribers, and then like I was like watching your channels, liking, I was like, oh, cool, you just float. And then I go onto your actual channel, and I was like, holy crap, he's at 10,000. I was like, how did that happen?
Took off, bro.
And then now I'm looking at you're almost at 20,000 subscribers. Yeah. I'm like, what the heck? I was like, dude, I need to start posting up more videos.
Crazy, because in the beginning of the year, I only had like 300 or 400 subs. Mm-hmm. The uploads never stopped.
Yeah,
I was just grinding. Finally,
yeah, I could see that.
One of them, I said, "What do customers think?" And people took it wrong because I was looking at suspension. I just that video is gonna make its way back onto the channel. I had to change the wording on it because people took it so wrong.
Yeah,
I was looking. Like they're in for a check engine light, but when I lifted it, I diagnosed the check engine light. Looking at suspension, it's all been replaced.
I think it was
there's just oil coming down.
Quest, I think it was.
No, that was the one with the engine.
Okay. It was. I know you were. I know which one more or less that you're talking.
I'm like they came in for a check engine light rather than fixing the oil. Mm-hmm. They got something that wasn't really needed, which was the AF sensor. Yeah, AF sensor. What's that gonna do? Just air fuel, right?
Yeah, emissions.
It's not gonna do any harm.
Yeah.
Right now, it could damage the cat later on, but.
Yes,
you're freaking.
You need to
prioritize. Oil's dripping onto the cat.
It's funny that you say that because priority. I think it was. I had a customer, and they sold. You know how sometimes you recommend stuff, and sometimes it just comes in already sold. So it says request at customer's request so and so. A customer request so and so. So I'll say this much: I did spark plugs. And I did an EFI.
Yeah.
Okay. And when we do EFIs, we plug it in, we clean the throttle chamber, and we also put the one in the tank. I clean the throttle chamber. You know what that means, right? What do I have to do after that? I don't really. Yeah, idle air volume. So went in, hooked it up to the computer because I was going to do the idle air volume. And what do you think? P17F2, P17F1. And I was just like, man.
But the customer has to complain about it.
Exactly. They went in complaining, thinking that the spark plugs was gonna fix it.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, he self-diagnosed it, and I'm just, the hurt that I finished it, and I'm just doing the idle air volume learn, right? That doing it on the it was a V6, so the spark plugs were pretty expensive, Yep. And I just finished it, and I was like, cool, I got this guy out in time, and having to go over there and be like, I'm like, oh man, check it.
I'm like, it's a good practice for that. Scanning every vehicle that comes in.
Yeah,
because you never know why do they want this?
Exactly. Yeah, I should have known better. But waiters,
they're you learn. We're constantly
like,
learning.
Hey, he's waiting here. Get it done. I'm like. That's why I'm like, people should. One thing if I could get a message out there is you have to do really consider being a waiter, really consider it, because if you're a waiter, they're always going to try and get you out as fast as they can, and that's not something you really always want.
I don't like to be rushed.
No, exactly. You rush your technician, you're gonna mistakes are always made when you rush stuff or things are overlooked, more or less. But yeah, that sucked. Really sucked.
Applied to work on vehicles from Border Patrol starting at 27. Damn, that's not bad. And they're all the only thing is Border Patrol has a lot of trucks. I ain't trying to work on no trucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of those videos is gonna make its way back out.
And subscribe to his channel too. Broke Mexican. I know him as Mickey Super or something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Y'all have any food trucks that come by the workplace? We have a few. I don't trust them. I mean, I used to, but not anymore, man.
They used to come by, now they're not coming by anymore. But there was
COVID changed a bunch of shit.
Yeah, no kidding.
Axel nuts, I just go out. Exactly.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. Snapon is dead icon. That's my cousin right there. He's always saying that.
Oh yeah, I believe that. I mean, I believe that.
They look too much alike. What's up, Fluffy? What's going on? Frank Smith. Does anyone use Cornwall? I use some Cornwall stuff.
I don't use Cornwall. It's not even that I don't want to. It's just we don't have no. We barely just got a Cornwall guy. And, I mean,
that new Power Probe. I was playing with it.
I gotta send mine out. I was sad
huge.
Today.
It's freaking huge. Like that much around.
The Power Probe 4 is pretty.
The Maestro.
Good. The Maestro is it good? Is it good?
I don't know. I was playing with it,
dude. I had to freaking use the I had to use a voltmeter today, and I was like,
I can't
because my Power Probe. I have to send it out to get fixed. And it's not even the Power Probe's fault. It's partially my fault and another technician's fault. But it got damaged on a fan belt. The fan belt started going off. And one of the cables got cut, and I was like, oh, and it was working for a while. I was like, okay, cool. I just couldn't do resistance check, and I was like, okay, I can still use it. But now it's just to the point where it got sheared. The wire got sheared, and I was like,
yeah, I'm bringing that up because I got it off the Cornwall truck. That's where I got. I don't buy from Cornwall unless they have like a nice knife or some gadget. I don't buy tools from him.
Yeah,
I'm real cool with him, but I just don't see Cornwall.
No, yeah, I'm cool with the Cornwall guy. Cool. He's they gotta have something. I mean, some of their stuff is pretty cool actually. They have sometimes they'll come out with some stuff like what is the ones you have your Torx bits, inverted Torx and Torx bits and all that stuff, but they had these ones where you can use them as regular Torx bits, or you can, I think Mac had them too. Theirs was just cheaper, where if it gets stripped, you can still take them out, or you can use it. Yeah, something like those. But they were cheaper than the Mac because Mac had them. Yeah. And they were cheaper than the Mac tool. So I think I just got a price from him, and I'm like, okay.
Good on the what is it? The VG33 Plenum. You know how they're hex? They're the 5 mil hex.
Yeah.
They'll like to strip out. Those are good in there.
I haven't worked on a VG in so long. It's been a long time.
And then the Maxima, what is it? 08 to 13, 12, 13?
I think to 2012.
Okay, 12. The CVT drain plug. The big 10 millimeter.
That 10 millimeter Allen.
Yeah, it always strips out. Well, those RBTs are good.
I haven't stripped one out though. But I've seen people strip one out. Yeah.
They call me, hey Flo, somebody in the Express. God. Okay.
Yeah.
Take that RBT. And it bites. Dude.
Yeah. They both demoed it, and it was like the same thing. It's just the Cornwall one was cheaper. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm probably gonna get one of those.
I brought up the Power Pro 4 because, like I said, I bought it off of Cornwall because I was in a hurry.
You mean the Maestro? The Maestro.
Yes.
Oh wait.
Well, no, I bought the Power Pro 3 off of Cornwall.
Okay.
But my speaker went out. The only reason I bought from Cornwall is because Matco wasn't coming around.
Oh, there you go.
Matco or Mac, one of them, and I needed it like now because I can't go without it. Yeah, I have my multimeter, but you have to find the freaking ground.
Yeah, but, I mean, of course.
I told him, look, give me a deal on the Maestro. That way you could send mine out.
You need to email me how much you got that thing for. I want to fix my Power Pro 4. I'll probably get the Maestro later on, but my Power Pro 4, I mean, you just can do so much with it, and I don't get me wrong. I still use a fluke. I had to use a fluke today, but it just wasn't the same, man. And you're limited to the distance you can go unless you buy that thing that 30-foot one that Nissan wants you to get.
Yeah,
that 30-foot one.
I have that one. I have that.
Yeah, with the Power Probe, you don't even do that.
Yeah,
It's a freaking. I think what is it? 27-foot cable.
It's 15. Oh shit! You know what? I don't even know.
Power Probe 4 is, I think it's 27 feet without the clips. You know how it disconnects the clips, and without counting the actual tool itself.
Yeah.
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 27.
I have to measure it tomorrow. I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
I got a new phone. I always get autocorrect. Oh man.
So
yep. Yeah, I'll measure it tomorrow.
My Bluetooth dongle. Oh, I just did that.
Oh,
not an expensive scanner, like a little.
Luckily, the customer brought it back. Hey, I would have hooked that customer up with lunch or something because they're bringing my tools back. Thank you. I have the Husky roll card. I hate that they don't have mechanic.
Oh, dude, that's one I forgot about. Husky. That's another
that's
brand
Lowe's, right?
that I. No, that's oh well, yeah, I think at Lowe's too, but from Home Depot. The sockets that I use, the chrome sockets that I use the most are actually Husky. That's what I started off with, and none of them have ever broken. But my Snapon chrome sockets have broken. Funny. Go figure that my Husky set that my dad got me when I first started wrenching. He goes, "Here you go. You got it for me for Christmas." He's like, "I know you want to start, wrenching and stuff." And when I went over, I started wrenching with those, and I put it, just laid it out. I still have it. I still use it today. It's probably one of the most used things that I have. And none of my sockets have. I mean, I've had some get lost, but the cool thing is you just run down to Home Depot. They have all of them right there. Just grab one and buy it one individually for cheap.
I don't own any chrome.
You don't own any chrome sockets?
I don't know. Nope.
No.
I don't own any chrome sockets. And I was telling one of the guys came up, "Hey, do you have a chrome this and that?" No, what? No, they're all at my house, but I don't keep them. Those are the Napa set I got from school.
Yeah,
but a lot of them have disappeared.
Yeah.
So, Streamlight or nothing. Yeah, I like Streamlight.
Yeah, all I had before was Streamlight. I mean, that's all you really know.
Expensive now. Very expensive.
Yeah, it is very expensive. But now I don't know how I live without my I forget what it's called from her, Braun or something like that. But
yeah, bro.
I mean, I use it all the time, and I mean, you think about it, you're like, oh, this Streamlight has 800 lumens or 1,000 lumens or whatever, and I'm just I don't need that much, bro. I just
what about the headlight, bro? Oh,
yeah,
people use that caveman
headlight. I don't know if I could do the headlight. I get sweaty and stuff. It gets all, I don't know. I can't.
And now they have the one on the neck where it points up and down.
Pretty cool, but again, for me, my thing, it has a magnet, so I just and it has.
What about the new hoods? They don't have. Not still.
It has a hook as well. It comes with a hook.
It does.
It has a hook, and it spins, and it goes this way, that way, and it spins too. So you can hang it from anywhere you can find, or use a magnet, either magnet on the base of it or the magnet on the sides of it, of the flashlight. So I need to bring it in. I send you a video of how it works, and I need to show you.
Send me a video. You post it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, post it on. There you go.
60 seconds. That's all it takes, bro. Post it on YouTube, and then email me the link. Because YouTube is horrible at these damn notifications, bro. I get notifications on my own videos 2-3 days later.
See, there was one time you went live and it didn't show it. I think all I knew is that I went on your channel and it was like, oh, live, and I was like, oh shoot, I think it was like a Tuesday or a Friday. I was like, oh shoot,
last Friday everybody was saying that.
Yeah, it didn't show up, but I saw it and I was like, okay, cool. I went on and I got on late, but it didn't show me any notification that you were on live. Don't know why.
And being that we're on this subject, Frank, just like I did, all I did was wake up one day. I said, I'm tired of watching people take their vehicles to other people to get work on and making all this money on YouTube. So I just started posting videos myself. Best decision I made. Although it got me in trouble, it's the best decision I made, bro. I enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
It's fun. And I'm learning so many new things on the editing side that I never knew. Like, I see other YouTubers do this, and I'm like, dude, that is crazy. How do they do that? And now
Yeah,
I'm learning all the tricks. Love
I
Harbor
I,
Freight.
I need
Yeah,
to learn from you. I love Harbor Freight too. For roll cards, it's about finding the one that fits your needs and wants. I work at buses. Yeah, everybody needs something different, man.
what do you think about Icon? We were talking about that. Icon is a up and coming
Icon,
brand. What size toolbox do you suggest?
what are
I'm
you
gonna go
doing?
big or go home.
Depends what you're doing.
Yeah,
You know, are you on
dude.
the lube rank or are
i-
you working
If
on
you're starting,
diesels?
if you're starting out, definitely start out with your one bay tool cart.
Yeah,
Once you move over to main shop, you're gonna outgrow that. I don't. I went from a single bay to a double bay
hmm
and then a triple bay. I wish I would have just stayed in my single, overfilled that, bought a side cart, filled that up, and
that's
then
my
bought
rule
my
of thumb. My rule of thumb is if you don't have
ah.
enough tools to fill it up to the brim, you don't need another toolbox.
ah
Um, your toolbox needs to just hold your tools.
yep.
I learned that too late. Too late.
I
It was
bought
too
my
late when
I
I
bought
learned that.
my 5S double bay Matco 10 months into the lube rack, and I was just working to fill that up. Then it got too much, and
Yeah,
then I had to buy another one. I wish I would have just skipped the 2 bay and just went into 3 bay at the right time. Not
yeah.
so
I'm seeing he put 56. That's exactly the size of mine, the 56. And then
6 inch.
I got more storage in my tool cart, and I just put all the important stuff on
And
my
then I
tool
have
cart.
a
Yeah,
side cabinet that I bought separately from Walmart to keep all like fluids and cases and stuff.
yeah. I think I need that now because I'm running out of space in my 56. I of course I put stuff on right there, and some stuff I keep outside, but I'm starting to get to the point where I need a big one, maybe with the hutch and a cabinet.
Yeah. The hutch is there's no need for a freaking hutch. It,
Yeah.
I just got mine on deal, so and I seen everybody. And then I had this vision. I got my own C3, right? So
hmm
I'm gonna put a TV in there, and I'm gonna be on my C3, and I'll be able to
hmm
see. Uh, yeah, the TV.
I
Like I said,
yeah.
it's bragging rights.
True. I think the only reason I would need it is for the cabinet that goes up that needs to be bolted on to the top of it because I need a big side cabinet. You know how you get your specialty tools and they're coming like a plastic box and you don't
Molded
want to really
case.
take them out of yeah, there you go,
Yeah.
mold case. And you don't want to really take them out of there, you know, and they're not gonna you don't want to fill it because I have a drawer filled with like you know, I have a set of micrometers, Snap-on micrometers, digital Snap-on micrometers, and like it came in like this really nice Snap-on like metal case, and
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna take it out of that case. I want to put it, you know, inside of you know
Yeah.
that toolbox.
Fluffy, have you ever experienced to see a ghost in real life? No, and I do not want to. I stay away from that stuff. I don't even like watching scary movies because
La Llorona.
yeah. Hey, speaking of that, dude, what's the scariest nightmare a freaking technician can have?
When you're like you remember something way after. You're like
Think you
either
forgot?
you're in bed or you're walking back to your toolbox and you're like
No,
you're
I
like
mean
wait,
that'll wake you up out of your sleep,
that's something
and
like
it
that,
seems
like or
real.
in your sleep, and I'll be like did I leave that? And you're like fuck. That to me that's the scariest thing. Like I don't know why that to me is like from one of like the scariest things I guess as a technician or uh, a fucking car falling off.
Yeah. Okay.
Call
So those are the two biggest. I feel clamps. Did I tighten? Did I freaking put that clamp back on that hose? Did I
oh
did I
yeah
tighten that bolt for the axles?
yeah that's pretty much it left
Until
something loose.
yeah,
You left something
until the
loose.
other night, bro, I had a dream that woke me up. I was scared. I was working on like a O2 Sentra in my dream, right? And I went to lower the lift onto the locks. Well, only one lock caught, and so the car went side, right?
Sideways.
And I went to fix it. I lifted it back up, and as I was lifting it back up, the nose dipped down.
Hijos de eso.
And then I was
Hell
like,
no.
"Oh shit!" I went to let it back down to get it evened out, and then the car just flipped, and I woke up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, oh man, it was a dream,
Man,
dude.
I was working on a Frontier doing the rear, the whole axle.
Yeah.
And I was like, whenever I do those, I try to keep it pretty low and stuff. And I kind of hate taking off things that are too heavy from the back of those Frontiers, because that's where you fear that it's going to tip over forwards, you know, because there's not a whole lot of weight in the front, but there's a whole lot of weight. I'm sorry, not a whole lot of weight in the back, but there's a lot in the front. And the only thing weighing down the back is that axle, you know. And I was taking it off, and I was like, all right, bringing it down. And then I hear goo, 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 and I'm like, what the I look up, I'm like, am I still alive? Another Frontier fell right next to me. Fell off the rack, and I was like, oh, "What the heck?" I was like, "Dude!" And it was a new lube tech, and he did one of these. He tried to keep it up, and I was like, "Dude!"
Oh no,
like,
get away
out of the
from
way!
me.
I was like, "Get away!" And it was. We only had that day in the shop. It was a Saturday, and we only had me. The only two main shop techs were me and another guy, and we spent an hour and a half getting that thing down safely. Like it was crazy. Customers could see through the window.
It did damage or no?
Man. Oh yeah, but it was they took care of it. The dealership took care of it.
Yeah.
And they fixed it. And, it looked like nothing happened. It wasn't that bad,
scary,
but it caught on the fender. On the fender, the arm caught the fender, and it was just literally hanging on 2.5, 2.5. There was one. It was just so. What happened was that this new kid was from what do you call it? What do they have? Jiffy Lube or something?
Yeah.
Where you drive over. So he's not too used to the rack. And when you do a Frontier at that shop that I was at, you always put a spin jack at the back.
Yeah.
Right? And you know, when you do dry tech, wet tech,
yeah.
One of them said, "Hey, I have in the back. Remember?" And he walked away for a second. He was bringing it down, and that's how it fell.
That's one of my fears.
I felt so bad for him. I felt so bad for him. I was like, he was a good lube tech too, and yeah, that sucks.
Big light bar at the house. Oh man, I have like so many freaking underhood lights.
Matco, that's all of us. Everybody.
Yeah, that's all of them. It's just, who do you like more?
Simón Limón. Seguro un corenjudo.
Two more Spanish.
¿Qué pasa, calabaza? You know what I mean, JP?
Yeah, oh yeah. Tacos and tools.
Oh, hey. You gotta talk dirty to me like that. Fluffy, enjoy your videos.
Yes. I try to bring the humor. You know, there's some days I'm like, I don't even want to record, but you know what? I have to.
Yeah, I mean, being a tech, you have to have a sense of humor, man. Yeah. How else? I mean, I'd be cussing all the time if I didn't have a sense of humor at work. I'd be cranky.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's definitely those days though.
Yeah, no. You get those days where nothing works out. Well, every year, several K's to just buy tool. What? Can I put some of my tools on your list, bro? Like,
yeah, no, kidding.
I need a maestro. You think they can fit that in your freaking?
I start working on some of my trailers I bought. Serious Craftsman. I think 10, 12 drawer box still. Damn.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Craftsman is what it was before, but I got some Craftsman stuff and it works fine. No complaints.
You get $500 tool allowance. $175 for shoes. Are you able to save that $500 per year and just let it build up?
I'm not sure about.
A lot of my 1-inch and up sockets and wrenches are mixed power torque, Carlisle and Craftsman. Yeah, I couldn't imagine getting big. There were some people in here the other day talking about a $50,000 socket set from Snapon.
$50,000 socket set?
It's a 2.5 drive impact sockets.
2.5
inches. 8 inches, bro.
Wait.
8 inches. The drive is 2.5 inches.
2.5-inch drive.
2.5
so
inch
like
drive.
The drive is like
yes,
like that big.
Yes, with an 8-inch socket. $50,000. We looked up the sockets by themselves. $5,000 a piece.
For those big ass freaking what do you call it? Used to play with like Tonka truck. Like what are they like I don't know what they're called.
Earth movers.
Yeah, there you go. Those. That's the only thing I could think of. Not even semi truck, dude. Like what's
There's the
that?
man that made it
Yeah.
all happen. My pops right there. What's up, Dad? How's it going, pops?
Nice.
Paying overpriced for rebanding tools is just not me unless it's a tool that I really need and don't want to spend the money for.
No, yeah.
I do it for the warranties and you know some Matco's freaking electric tools. Their impacts are pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Milwaukee is too. But
I think Milwaukee was taking the cake on that. I guess in
yeah,
specs, on
but
paper.
Air Tools, Matco has it because
Yeah.
they're teamed up with IR.
You know
You know,
what?
IR is the best in the brand. I mean, the best
IR
in
IR is teamed up with more than just them. They
yeah,
just don't put
but
it out there.
IR is the best.
No, absolutely,
IR is
absolutely,
the
no
best.
argument. Ingersoll Rand, absolutely. I wish I would have got Ingersoll, but again, I have my Snap-on one. But at the time, it was 50 to 65% off when I got all that stuff. I got the master when I bought all my tools. I didn't buy individual. I bought the master kit, the
Yeah,
master kit that came with everything because I was already moving up and stuff. I was like, I need it. I need it all. But yeah,
you see Cornwell selling Ninja Stars along with they sell all sorts of stuff, man.
Ninja
Mac
Stars.
Matco and their speakers. I don't know if you've noticed that. Cups with speakers, earbuds, lights with speakers. Come on, Matco, step it up. But I don't know if y'all saw those gloves I had got.
Mhm.
They're legit,
No,
bro.
didn't see which gloves you
I
had.
got some new Matco gloves. I did it on one of the like freaking Friday tool truck or something like that. I was all excited because we got
I'll
our
probably
Matco
look
name.
in. I'll probably look in your channel again to see which one it was.
I'm thinking about on one of the giveaways to give a couple of gloves away. I freaking
There
like
you
them.
go.
I don't like gloves, dude.
Well,
I'll do the latex.
be careful with your wording. All right, it's what did you say you have to word it as a free
The free
or just
giveaway.
as free
Yeah,
giveaway. There you go.
giveaway. Not the raffle.
Be
Giveaway.
careful.
Yeah.
Raffles gambling apparently.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Aerostar. What's up? Thank you for joining the channel. Nice cap. Hey. Oh, I didn't even make a video on this, but my old man bought me this cap, bro. He said, "Here you go, green like your toolbox." So I'll wear it at work. I was like, "Nah,
Nice.
I don't want to mess this one up. I like this green. Keep
Keep
doing your
doing your
thing,
thing.
Kobe.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely agree.
You never have enough flashlights. Never. I have the Matco hexagon ones. You remember those? The mini floodlights? I
The
had a shitload of them.
the those
Yeah,
the one I've seen them
I had a
before. Yeah,
bunch of them. The mini ones.
I
I
lost.
had like three of them. Then I lost two. Then I bought another one.
I
Now they
lost too
don't even
many.
sell them no more. Supposedly, I'm like, man, he
Yeah, I
got me on a
lost
different
way too many.
big rectangle one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to do a video on it. Actually, I did do a video on it.
I
Just
lost
haven't
way too
posted
many flashlights over the years. Lost too many. I have a
it.
shame.
Forgetting them on the frame. Yeah.
Oh, that Braun that I have from Harbor Freight. I left it under my own car, right? With the magnet, it
Yeah.
made it all the way home,
Oh, nice.
all the way home. And I was like, oh, and I looked under. I was like, oh god. I was like, oh my god. I
That
almost lost
underhood
another
light. That's the
flashlight.
one that folds, right?
See, I want to get that Braun underhood light. I think I know which one he's talking about because
That's the
there's
one that
two.
folds.
No, there's I'm not sure if it folds, but there's two. There's one that I have that it has magnets and hooks that they come out like little strings. That one's okay. It was pretty cheap too. It was like $25 and it lights up pretty good. But there was another one that just came out where it has a bar and it has a light like the one you were talking about, like that
Yes.
hexagon one with the middle, and you could put it on and it slides
One
around
of
and it's
you
like
can put
and you
two
could
of them.
put two exactly. And I'm thinking about getting that one. I was like, oh shit, that one. You
So the
could buy
guy,
it and you buy them individually. You buy
yeah,
the bar and then you buy that light. I
the
think
guy
that's the
that
one
bought
he's
the
talking about.
icon, the guy that bought the icon box, when he bought his box, he bought like a whole bunch of icon
Dude,
lights. And
I look at the stuff and I'm like, dude, this is really. I'm like, Harvard's coming out with some good stuff now. Like, yeah.
yeah, it's
Have you
crazy.
seen the new Milwaukee 2120? I don't know the names and stuff. But if it's Milwaukee has some pretty good impacts, cordless impacts. Weird
I have weird
connection.
connections.
Spirits. Dude, I mean, I don't know if that's a conversation for another day,
Ah,
but not too much. I don't really experience that kind of stuff too much.
yeah, me either. That stuff freaks me out. I telling you, when you're Mexican and you hear stories of your parents and grandparents and stuff in Mexico, man, I ain't dealing with it.
I went with
U.S.
U.S.
General.
General. Original price when I grew. Just,
That
just
makes
on the top.
sense.
Yeah.
He has a nice box.
Oh, that's the guy you
Blue.
work with.
Yeah, yeah. It's blue.
At U.S. General, I'm decent box for the price, man.
Yep.
Decent box.
It's that the 54 inch, right? 54 inch.
I 54, 56.
Top.
That's the general standard for your good sized toolbox that you need at a dealership or a shop. The 56 or the 54, something like that, somewhere along those lines.
So
That's
he
all.
said, "I'll say, what's your go-to tool that you use every day?" There's a couple. I'm pretty sure Chris is gonna agree. So you need your cordless cordless 3/8,
Yeah,
whether it's a 3/8 or you have an
3/8.
impact
The
driver.
cordless 3/8. That's
Yep,
the important one.
with a 10 mil or 12.
Yeah,
Yeah, and clip pliers
yeah,
and a pocket screwdriver. No matter
yeah.
what the hell you do, you're gonna need all of those
You
and
know
a
what? I'm
couple picks.
forgetting one. Am I forgetting
Uh,
something?
14 mil.
Yeah, that
Every
goes
car
with
is
the
gonna have
10
a
and 12.
14
That
mil.
goes with I would say that goes with that 10 and 12 and 14 and all that stuff. Your go-to saga is 10, 12, 14, 21, 21 right there. I think I don't know. I probably not thinking of something. But yeah, I that's what I would say.
They're simple tools.
The
Crazy.
freaking clip removers, those things can't work
It's
without them.
scary. Scary when you can't remember. You tighten that important bolt. So the
Mm.
nice thing about me, okay, since I record a lot of my big jobs, I get to look back.
You get to go
I
look.
get to look back,
You're like,
dude.
wait, let me go through that video.
I did an alternator on Murano, I think. Right, I
Mhm.
did it for somebody else on Ultima, and in the comments somebody said I didn't have the, you know how it has the hook on the back for that long bolt that goes through. You have
Yeah,
the
yeah,
nut.
yeah.
Well, I'm going through the video and I'm like, oh, I don't remember if I spun it to catch the casting.
Yikes.
I
Yeah.
was like, oh man, I see the video. It's on the casting. It's not hooked. Well, I get it back in the air, and just with me putting my wrench on it, it turned it and locked it in place.
Oof.
I said, oh, man. I was like, yeah, it scared
Sheesh.
me. And somebody's all, hey, make sure you correct your bolt. And I said,
Yeah.
yeah, I did.
Somebody's looking out for you, man.
Yep. But that's the beauty of recording. I get to go back and review. My multimeter is the number one tool. I don't
Second
use
to
my
but
multimeter that much.
I'm more of a I go to my PowerPro 4 and it's specifically the 4, not the 3, 2, not the 1, the 4, the PowerPro 4.
It's not every day I bust those out.
No, you don't not it's not every single today I would have been great to have it. But I had to use a multimeter, I had to use a fluke. I had a short that I had to find, and it would have been so much easier to find the short with my PowerPro, but I had to go use a fluke. I still found it, but yeah.
We had a 40-foot bus fall off a lift. Ah, dude. I've seen
40
them get
foot bus,
I've
40
seen them
foot
get
bus.
fire
What is that?
engines.
Like a double decker, or 40 foot long?
Forty
I'm
foot
thinking
long.
height. I'm like, whoa, 40 foot bus fall off the lift about 5 feet in the air. Sounded like an explosion. I bet.
I would not. Dude, I get under I get under Armadas and Titans. I'm scared. Although
Do
I
you
know
guys?
my lift points are good, I am freaked the hell out because they are
Well,
so
yeah, they're
big.
because you see this.
Yeah,
Do you
exactly.
guys have specific racks there for the envies? Well, I should.
Uh,
Well, I
we
can't even
that's
answer
in
that
a
question,
different
but
that's in a different
so
shop.
you guys are envy certified.
Yes.
Okay, all
No,
right.
no, we're not.
No.
No. But if they're out of warranty, we can work on them.
Yes. Okay,
If they're
so
out of
you guys
warranty,
aren't envy certified then.
yeah, we're not MV certified.
Okay.
But so like that's our fleet area. They
Oh,
have
okay.
the bigger lifts.
Oh, you guys have a
It
fleet.
was
Nice.
specifically for the XDs.
Yeah.
That's why they put those back there.
Yeah, the Titan XDs and the NV 3500s.
Yeah, those are freaking huge.
Experience
I
goes
remember
through.
I did cats on one of those MV 3500s with the
Oh
cap with the
man,
big cap on top. I did cats, and
dude,
you know how
the
you have
NV
to lift the
3500
engine.
doing brakes on those, the
Sketch.
they're freaking. I mean, they're it's freaking heavy, man.
I
Freaking
did
heavy.
experience ghost and roller, man.
Keep talking
That's
about
just
that with Fluffy. You don't like that
dude,
stuff.
it's freaking me out, dude. I read that in the hair on the back of my neck. Just
Your boy, what's
yeah,
up,
what's
bro?
up, bro? What's going on, brother? Thanks for tuning in. Y'all remember how I saved the new guy with the? Oh my God, we're not gonna talk about that one.
Let's see. Wait,
Yeah,
what did he say? That's
he
the new
said
guy with
how
the
I said.
Frontier. Remember, I saved that new guy with on his third day.
We have drive on lifts, right?
Ah.
Okay, and where it'll hit the frame. Well, those lifts, the pads, one of them is kicked out a little bit, so it doesn't
Ooh.
catch the frame. You're supposed to just pick it up by the frame. Well, he put blocks, and one of the blocks tilted, and so the frame shifted. Yeah, I said I'm
Something
not doing
about
anywhere near that. I'm out of here.
some kind of brujeria on freaking Frontiers or something.
Damn, that's scary, dude. It is. I
And the other allowance gets pulled in their paycheck, so technically they can use it for
oh,
anything.
that's
Oh,
nice. Good evening. Major weakness. Major weakness. You got a YouTube channel? It looks like it. I mean,
have you seen
anybody
the new Icon Dead Blow
ball
ball
peen
peen
hammer?
hammer? No,
No, I have
I
not.
haven't. No, I haven't. Let's
Yo, major weakness. Go comment on one of my videos. If you have a channel, I want
rest
to
in
check
peace,
you
P.
out, bro.
Man, Jiffy Lube cars. I have so many stories about those, man. Jiffy Lube slash Valvoline.
I'm not trying to bash on other companies because companies can come after
You know,
everybody who talks on their name.
exactly. I have stories, but again, try and keep it mostly positive.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm sure people get cars from both ends.
Yep.
You know, sometimes.
Yep.
I mean, because we're human, we make mistakes. You know, but yeah.
Also,
HVAC.
HVAC and tools.
Sergio. Hey y'all.
Anybody
Hey
who
hey
has a
y'all.
channel, I'm
Hey
telling
all.
y'all, anybody who has a channel, go comment on one of the videos. Just say, check me out. Okay. And I'll go check y'all out. I'll subscribe to you too. I am not afraid to subscribe to people.
Yeah, I'm gonna try, go back and try and subscribe to a lot of these guys. And I see a lot of these guys on your channel, so to subscribe to them too. I mean, I want to watch some good automotive tools, shop stuff too. I don't always want to watch like all the main stuff. I want to watch
Yeah.
some other stuff.
Yep. I've
Roasters.
stepped away from the bigger channels actually. There's some that I've,
Yeah, yeah. No, I feel the same way. I think the only big ones that I watch now is one of the ones that I really can't stop watching is I don't know if you've seen like Gears and Gasoline.
mm-mm.
I can't stop watching that one
I
because
can't stop
apart.
watching. Oh, go ahead.
No, go for it.
I
I was gonna
can't
let you
stop
go.
watching Demo Ranch.
I never seen that one.
His he's a gun channel.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He has another channel where he does like family stuff. He does at home DIY stuff.
Yeah.
Real big. Bernie, Texas. Real big guy.
Nice.
Cletus. Cletus is a freaking staple, right? Everybody's watching Cletus.
Yeah.
And a couple channels here and there, but I'm mainly watching the guys that are messing with me. So like Lakes.
Yeah.
I watch online mechanic tips, JT.
Oh, yeah.
Um
I seen him. I think you guys were doing something, no? Online mechanic tips.
yeah, we've
Yeah.
done a couple things together.
He does Dodge Mopar, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
I seen him. I'm subscribed to his channel too. Um but yeah, oh you where are these guys bro still waiting for that re-edit spark plug replace. I was gonna
I
tell
got
you
so
something
much
on
hell
that
on
one.
that one, bro.
I was gonna tell you something. I was like, Fluffy, don't. I was like, no. and it's funny because one thing that I do that I do personally, everybody buys like these super expensive spark plugs, sockets, and all kinds of stuff. You know what I do? I cut a fuel line. I forgot what size exactly.
Somebody said like
That's what I
3/8
do.
or something.
Something like that. I have it, and I use that not only to remove but to take out the spark plug. It works every single time, and I ever so gently, because I used to own multiple 240s, and one time I did it like that. I dropped it in, and my 240 was running like crap, and I was like, I took out the spark plug, and there it was. It was bent, and I was like, damn. That point
so
on,
you learned.
yeah, I learned.
Learned
Yeah,
by
I mean,
mistake.
like I said,
I haven't learned yet.
luckily I've been able to learn most of my mistakes on my
Yeah.
own personal cars,
Yeah.
you know, and so I from that point on I just use that fuel, and it's nice. The nice thing about it is even when you do like a V6 and you're close to the cow, you can cut them to different size. I have like two different size ones, or even if you use a long one, you can obviously bend it and then just screw it in, and then once it holds on firm enough so you can screw it in, and then just pops off.
Yeah.
Works so good.
No, I can get people to stop talking mess, man. Dude, I'm just always just.
I don't know if you noticed, I didn't comment or like that. And I was like, this. I was like, he's gonna get it. He's gonna. I was looking already at the comments. Hi, babies. Hi.
Yeah, is that the one where Fluffy checks the gap? Yep, that's exactly the one. Icon has those hexagon. Yeah. Do they have hexagon lights?
Yeah, I think those are the ones that you put. The ones we were talking about. Yeah, those are the ones we were talking about. Icon really is coming after Snap. Yeah, man. I mean, Icon in general is coming for Snap-on. Yep. But it's funny. I think I was watching another YouTube channel where they were talking about it. They even mentioned they're like how Harbor Freight keeps bagging and comparing to Snap-on, but you look at those icons and they kind of look like Snap-on, you know. But
maybe they're trying to I don't know. I have this personal theory that Snap-on has something going with Icon.
Yeah, what? Yes, baby. Sorry,
yeah, I have. You're good, bro. I have this theory that Snap-on is doing something with Icon.
Probably, I wouldn't doubt it.
From what I heard,
you look at them and you're like,
yeah.
Or could be that same deal that they had with the Daytona and their Jack, right? We all talk about how their stuff is sourced, right? How it just means, what if Icon's getting it from the same place or got, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. Does this brother have a channel, Fluffy?
Yes, he does. Let me,
Chris JRS. My channel is Chris JRS. I do mostly DIYs. I'm gonna be going to NISFest coming up in October. Again, every October you go to NIS. Have you ever been to NISFest?
No, I haven't.
Do they have it over in Texas?
I have no idea.
So Nissan Festival. NISFest stands for Nissan Festival. I go. I posted up how it was. If you want to go check out my channel.
4 or 5. You have like 4.
I go every year with my daughters. I go every year with my family. Definitely.
Start pumping out that content. Just
clips. Definitely, that's one thing. I have stuff that I haven't even posted up, but you know, I have a DIY on how to do broken side view mirrors, the assembly. Yeah. I haven't even posted that up yet.
You like taking the freaking skull caps off of those?
No, I don't.
I hate it.
I don't. And most of the time you can't take them off or something like that, because usually when they're broken, that's what's broken. And then also on top of that, you need to, if you get a new one, you need to repaint it. So you got to try and take them off. But luckily the older ones are. What's the matter, baby?
Oh. Gloves are no freaking on course. Yeah, those skull caps. I will waste time trying to freaking take it off without breaking it, because I do not want to pay for one.
No. Sometimes I'll quote it with a new one, and I'll be transparent on it. I'll be like, look, I try, but I mean, 50-50, man. I mean, you could try and be as careful as you possibly can, and when you're getting in there, your plastic tools aren't really strong enough to like kind of like separate it sometimes. and if they are, sometimes they'll make tiny indentations, and it gets to me. I'm like, oh, it's a tiny indentation now. And then even if you successfully get it off, it just doesn't look like 100% on a brand new assembly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I sometimes, but the bad part about it is that if you get a new skull cap, you got to repaint it. So you do have to try and save it every single time. Luckily, the one that I did doesn't have a skull cap. It's just a regular plain one. But yeah, I should probably make one about how to take it off those skull caps.
Yeah, I do. I don't do them enough. Well, if you do two sides, once you get the first one, you're like, okay, now the second one comes easy.
Yeah, I mean, luckily, for a while, I was the trans master, trans king in my shop, but then luckily that they got out of that habit, and just now I do almost pretty much anything. I tell them, give me anything, I don't care.
At this point,
yeah.
How's business for y'all over there?
It's picking up now. It's picking up, but a couple weeks ago, like Thursday or Friday, or it was like September 16th. Was Mexican Independence Day, I know, but I didn't think that it slowed down for Mexican Independence Day or anything like that.
I feel like that
you've experienced the same thing. By the way, thank you everybody who's subscribing to my channel. Try and go back and try and subscribe to your guys' channels too as well. And check out what you guys got. I really want to see. But yeah, it's been picking up a little bit more. Parts are coming in now a little better, but I don't know, just those. Like a week or two ago, it was like a ghost town, and parts weren't coming in. It was when that wheel bearing for that Versa wasn't coming in, and we had it. And I was like, "Come on!" I was like, what's going on?" I don't know what happened, but
it was a hurt.
Yeah.
Ready for October.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
Did me dirty.
It's about. What day is it? Friday is the last day of the paper.
Yeah.
Got to scramble to get those hours.
Close out.
Hopefully something comes in, like you say in one of your videos. Like sometimes you get nothing, and then you get that really good one. Yep. There was one day I think I closed out 24 hours in one day. Well, they sold a CP transmission, and then I had another one under warranty, and I just banged them all both out on the same day.
If I could have at least one transmission a day, transmission a week. A transmission a week, that usually sets up for 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
Your transmission with an alignment, maybe a service.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't, for me, it's about like getting a little bit of everything. I don't want only transmissions, and I don't only want certain. It's about getting a little bit of everything to fill the cracks in between,
Yeah.
And also so,
What's good though, we're not like domestic shops where we specialize in just one area. We work everything.
No, yeah, I like it that way. I like it that way because they're not scared to give me anything. Like they'll be like, "Hey, can you take care of this one?" Like today, I took care of a short. It was blowing the injector fuse for some reason on the 2019 Altima. Yeah. But way out of warranty already. This guy was like at 100-something thousand miles or something like that. But yeah, I'm not sure if we're allowed to talk about what caused it or anything like that, but or any specifics. But I did that today.
An outside source that caused it?
It was not a manufacturer defect.
Wire?
It wasn't. No, but it wasn't a pinched wire. It wasn't a pinched wire. It was actually the last thing I expected. Sometimes you get like on the harness, you get something like rubbing up against like a bowl or something like that. I thought that's what it was gonna be. I'm like, not simple, but no, it wasn't. I think it's safe to say, since it wasn't a manufacturer defect, there was oil on the ECM connector. And I was like, what the heck? And I seen it, and there was oil inside on the ECM side and on the harness side. And I was like, what? The problem is with that is that it has two little holes going like leading to the inside of the ECM. And I was like, do I clean this, or has it gotten inside yet? So I was like, oh man, it's a hard decision to make.
Yeah.
But we told the customer, gave them options on what they want to do. But just different stuff like that. Yeah.
Let's blow through these comments real quick.
All right, let's go over it.
About to be 11 here.
All right, let's blow through them real quick then.
So gloves
So
or no gloves when working on cars?
I need gloves.
I can
I
do
got
latex. I'm getting into the regular padded gloves. Like I said, I
Yeah.
want to do a giveaway on those because I think they're pretty good. Um, doing alignments and tire rotations and stuff,
Yeah.
simple stuff.
Just to keep them clean, nothing
If I'm dealing with
big or anything like that.
if I'm dealing with a bunch of bolts that I need feel, then yeah, I can't do gloves.
Yeah.
Oily stuff, I'm going latex all day.
Nice.
I did experience school bus accident. It's good. Oh no, that is scary. You should lift a G wagon. They are the sketchiest vehicles. Lift the frame. So small, dude. That's how I feel about
Yeah.
Dodge. They're Dodge trucks.
They are Dodge, I think. Aren't the G Wagons just
Oh, those are Mercedes.
that? Yes, the Mercedes G Wagon, isn't it just like a rebranded fancy Wrangler? Isn't it?
Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah,
And
but the Dodge
I hate lifting up those Wranglers. Those
and
Wranglers.
the Ford F-250s and F-350s
I haven't lifted up one of
have
those.
these big old arms that reach out to the front axle, and like, yeah, those are not.
Yeah. Most
Most
of
of
the time, these cats we see stuff like this. Spinning stuff on
Yeah,
that.
like
Yeah.
coffee onto the diag unit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have experience goes in. Oh, here we go.
You can get with the
Ryan,
ghost stuff.
come on, yo.
He doesn't
I
like
gotta
brujeria. He
tonight.
doesn't like that kind of stuff. He doesn't
I
like
gotta
La
go get.
Llorona, La Brujeria, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I got
I gotta go get permission tomorrow so I can start pumping out content. Just be careful with that, bro. Don't mention me though. Don't mention me. Hey, Fluffy does it. Nah, don't do that. It was
I'm
running
so
so
fast.
fast. Ah, what at school? Nah, hell. Diapers. What? So I got goosebumps. I ain't giving me
Goosebumps.
goosebumps right now.
Disappear.
Yeah, I
I
bought a
bought
full
a
half.
full.
Yeah.
For
So
81.
if you buy a single tool that's out of a set from one of these tool trucks, yeah, it gets expensive.
Damn, but
Their whole thing,
$80. So it's $80 for the. So he said I bought full half-inch Allen socket set for 80, while Matco wanted to charge me $80 for a set. Yeah. Well,
it gets insane.
where'd you buy that $80 set from, though? I'm
I
trying
think
to.
he was talking about Icon.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah, I'm trying to
yeah.
go Formula One next. That would be so cool.
Yeah, I want to go to Formula One.
That would be awesome. Dad, where's your new banner? It's downstairs. I haven't pulled it out. I need to get like a green screen um thing to put it. Yeah. I don't know if you saw that banner I had bought.
That's your pops, right?
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
pops.
all right, for sure. I think my dad's
I just,
watching too, but he
yeah,
doesn't know how to comment.
I just subscribed to your channel. Okay, so my dad is subscribed to you.
Okay, thank you.
Guillermo Solis chafing.
Chafing.
Ah, that's a real thing, especially here. Humid. Oh man.
Yeah, where I'm at, it's super hot. So
Baby
yeah,
powder.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Come out walking like a. I come out walking like a. I'm about to get like in the wild west. Like if I'm about to do a shootout, I'm like.
Yeah. The girl's like, "What's wrong? Oh man, I'm burning."
My girl told me once, like you're walking like you just got effed in the A. I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
don't say that.
I work at Domestic and we are bumper to bumper techs.
Nice.
Nice. I know.
Don't think that's Ford though. Ford has that.
Everybody's starting to step away from it, which is good.
Yeah.
Thug life, no gloves. Oof.
Some of the old school, old timer techs, they don't use gloves. They don't like using gloves. But I do.
How old are you, Guillermo? How long have you been in the business? People pay $300K.
Oh man, for a glorified, for a glorified Wrangler.
Oh, G wagon. He said whack. I'm gonna say it's for educational purposes. It's getting late. All right, Al. We'll catch you.
Les van a pegar.
Oh no, you're telling me I'm gonna get. Oh man, no.
Nos van a pegar.
Yeah,
because it's getting late.
Yep.
Nothing like the 2022 Corvette CE06.
I just want to drive one. I can't afford one, but I just want to drive one.
Snap-on all day.
I can't say that word.
I have a lot of Snap-on. I mean, I should say 80% of my stuff is Snap-on, but I'm starting to replace it with like Harbor Freight stuff. To be honest.
I'm in LA. I'm good.
in LA. Nice.
Nice. Yep. I know there's a lot. There's a lot of supercars out there. Uh, yeah. There's people I watch out there.
Otra
Man,
vez con
like said,
fantasmas y brujería.
come on. All
I'm
love,
just,
bro. Hope the best for your channel. And you asked what's a prong? Prong are the needle like pins in your connectors. Who asked that?
oh, who asked where the prong was?
Hmm. Huh. I'm
34.
34. Oh, okay, so you're
Nice.
up there with us. I'm a few years younger than you.
Same.
Yeah, like eight
Like
years.
8 years.
Oh, that's not bad. That's how long you've been in the business, or how long you've been with GM? I don't ask permission. I just make sure.
Make sure no one's around. For what?
For I don't know if he's talking about recording. What HVAC? If you're doing HVAC, I mean, you got no bosses around, right? Dab. All right. Well,
Damn. There you go.
all right, guys. I need to get going. It is late.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris, for hopping on with me, man.
Thanks for having me.
Fun.
Let me know
I
if you
didn't
want to
expect
do it
this long.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know if we do this again. Let me know if what you guys would like to watch on my channel. DIYs. I usually do stuff that you could do at home. I mean, man, I just did some. I was telling Fluffy here, I did some crazy stuff up in the mountains. Or I mean, for my uncle on his car. So I mean, let me know if you guys want to know. I try and do it as best as possible with tools that are, not gonna be you're not gonna be using in the shop or anything like that usually. But yeah, let me know.
He said I got 20 other people around. I got people around too, but everybody now knows because there was a big old meeting because of me. Everybody knows when Fluffy's got the camera out. Stay away from the camera. Don't get the
Yeah.
dealership name in there. So you're scared of ghosts. They are human. Ah.
It keeps ringing.
Only it's how I can't record his inside. That makes sense. Medical finance buildings. All right, guys, we're gonna hop off. I'm sure he needs to go eat dinner and spend time with the kiddos. I need to
Yeah.
get to bed. It is late.
My daughters are dying.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll catch y'all next time. Chris, thank you for getting on last time.
Hey, thank you for everybody who subscribed to my channel. I'm gonna try posting more stuff up. Maybe not stuff exactly like you're doing, but more DIYs, more. Also, well, yeah, mostly DIY stuff, DIY how tos and stuff. But I'll start posting more stuff about, little stuff that I'm diagnosing, little stuff that I'm doing here and there, or like the tools and stuff. Yeah, and if I'm on here again, I'll bring some stuff. See, so you guys want to look at from Harbor Freight. All right,
guys. Peace out.
Peace out, guys. Thanks.
Y'all Friday at 8 p.m.
All right. See ya.